Please welcome your MC for today's ceremony, Trip Tracy.
Welcome to the second annual Hurricanes Hall of Fame induction ceremony. I'm Trip Tracy, you huge Caniacs, and am I ever excited to be your master of ceremonies today. Thrilled to be joined by President and General Manager Don Waddell. We are also joined by Justin's parents, Craig and Denise, his sister Nikki, his wife Kelly, his daughter Jade, his son Jax. Thrilled to have you all here. Could this day be any more perfect with the Los Angeles Kings here today? Thank you to the Kings for joining us in this ceremony. The legend that we honor this afternoon might as well own the letter C in the alphabet. Charisma, compete, class, consistency, clutch, and champion. I remember the first time that he came back to this building as a King. I was between the benches on TV. I interviewed him after the first period, and I hugged him at the end of the interview. And my phone blew up, the great Scotty Bowman saying, "Trip, you never hug an opposing player." And I said, "Scotty, with what Justin Williams has meant to the Hurricanes, you absolutely do." So without further ado, please welcome winger and former Hurricanes captain and Stanley Cup champion, Justin Williams. Please be seated, everybody, and direct your attention to the video board as we look at the career of Justin Williams.
And it came loose, heading and knifed it on. Brought back up by Stahl. Given back across to Williams. Score!
We talk about a lot about what it means to be a Carolina Hurricane, and there's certain traits and certain qualities, and I think he covers it all.
I think when you think about some of the great Hurricanes that have ever put on the jersey, he definitely comes to mind. First stint winning the Cup, second stint helping get this organization back on the map.
When Willie first showed up as a young kid, you could tell he was a great player, super smart.
I'd probably say the first impression of Willie was, when you look at him, he had a great set of hair on him.
As a player, he was smart, not the fastest.
Slow. Oh, didn't move all that well. That never changed.
Probably one of the most clutch players to play the game.
Didn't matter if it was a preseason game or, a Stanley Cup final game. You knew what you were getting.
And he was deceptive with his release. I can remember Ray Whitney used to call it like a lacrosse sling, because Willie would just have it, hands just kind of sitting there, and he'd just whip it toward the net.
When you played with Justin, you knew he was going to show up in the huge moments, as his nickname, Mr. Game 7, proves.
The beginning of Mr. Game 7 happened in 2006 when we won the Stanley Cup together. I'll forever remember that iconic photo of him jumping in the air when he scored that empty netter to seal the victory against the Oilers and win our first Stanley Cup together.
Bunted down, Hurricane steal, Stahl gets it up the middle to Williams, he's walking in on an open net, and he won the Stanley Cup! Justin Williams has won the Stanley Cup for the Carolina Hurricanes!
I don't think there's any coincidence that it was the first year we made it back to playoffs is when he came to the team.
Everyone knew around the league how good of a player and how Willie is.
He had that experience that no one had it, and you can see it right away. He was encouraging and positive.
He expected the most out of everyone, and he wasn't afraid to call you out. losing's not acceptable, and he kind of branded that into us younger guys at the time.
Willie proved that when the game was on the line, he would deliver, and he was a guy that you would definitely want on the ice, and I think that's a testament to his character. I think it's a testament to his work ethic, his competitiveness, his leadership, that when the game is on the line, you want Justin Williams on the ice.
Through the slot, and back up Teravainen and Williams. They score! Hey, what do you say? The Canes win in overtime. It is 7th heaven. Mr. Game 7!
For him to just be able to be in on that goal, it had to be him.
Well, I think it's awesome that to see Justin go full circle, really be here early in his career to win a Stanley Cup, go on to later on to win 2 more cups, and solidify that nickname that we're talking about with Mr. Game 7. Come back and be the leader that he was as a captain and get the Canes back into the playoffs.
It's not an accident to be called Mr. Game 7, because coach has to trust you enough to put you out there and performing under the ultimate pressure. That makes him a great competitor.
I know everyone loves Willie, and he's done a great job in the community and as well, and just in this organization and what he's mean to everyone here.
Again, when you have people like that have come through your organization and done great things, seeing their name up there signifies what it means to be a Carolina Hurricane and the type of people that we want in this organization.
Hey, Willie.
Hey, Willie.
Willie.
Willie, congrats so much, man.
Congrats, Willie.
It was a blast to play with you.
Proud of you, man. I love you.
You had an amazing career, buddy.
Very excited for you.
Enjoy your day with the family, and hope to see you more in the locker room.
We get to look at your name up there forever, and you're a Hurricane, my friend.
Hey, Willie, congrats and welcome to the Carolina Hurricanes Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, the legend you came to see and hear, Justin Williams.
Thank you. Thank you. Geez, I really didn't think this would be that hard, but apparently it is. But thank you so much. Listen, I'm standing here a very humbled and honored man. Those of you that know me know that I don't like to be the center of attention very much, but there's a ton of people here today that helped me get to this point here, and I share this moment with them. So I want to start by obviously thanking right from the start here, okay, Peter Karmanos, okay? He's the #1 for having a vision to bring in an NHL team to North Carolina, okay? And #2, following through on that vision, because this team that we now love and cheer for and yell at and surge for, okay, wouldn't have been possible without him. So thank you, Mr. Karmanos. Okay, I also want to thank Jim Rutherford. Okay, I was a 22-year-old kid playing for the Philadelphia Flyers early in 2004 when Bobby Clark came down to the dressing room and told me after a pregame skate that I had been traded to the Hurricanes. And he gave me a piece of paper with Jim Rutherford's name on it and said, hey, you got to call him ASAP. As I was trying to process everything and figure out what was going on, he turned around and said, oh, by the way, they have a game tonight. They want you to play. So I called Jim Rutherford and made it to the game on time, and I'll be honest, okay, the atmosphere that I played on that Tuesday night against the Ottawa Senators is nothing compared to what I would experience in the future and what these players have a privilege to play in front of every night. So I'm proud to call North Carolina my home and to play more than 500 games in a Hurricanes jersey. So thank you very much. And I think if you ask anyone what makes organizations great, it's the people who work in them, okay? And there's a ton of guys behind the scenes that just allow us to do what we do on the ice every day. And I want to just rattle them off real quick, okay? From Bobby Gorman to Georgie Alves, Skip Cunningham, Doug Bennett, Bill Berniston, Pete Freese, and Wally Tadamir. All the doctors who had to patch me up and try to get me back out there. Dr. Isbell, Dr. Bloom, the countless others that I'm missing here, okay? thank you for letting me and helping me get out on the ice and play the best game in the world for as long as I have, so thank you. All right, now comes the tough part here. Speaking of great people, I have a bunch out here with me today. Competitive sports takes a lot out of you, and being a parent, I exactly know what they're like now, being a hockey parent. Excuse me. Mom and Dad, I know we didn't have a ton of disposable income growing up, okay, but you guys did what you could to get me to the next level and help me follow my dream to playing in the NHL. The hard work and perseverance and discipline that I witnessed from you guys are values that I try to instill in my kids every day. Now, I know you're bummed that there's no more mothers and fathers trips, but thank you for being the best parents I could have asked for. Love you both. Okay, and siblings too. Nikki, they get lost in the shuffle sometimes, okay, but not today, okay? So Nikki, thank you for being my #1 fan. Thank you for keeping me company in the back seat of our beat up Pontiac growing up, going to hockey tournaments, okay? I'm sure you wanted to be somewhere else at times, and I'm sure you really wanted to be somewhere else at times if I didn't play a very good game and you had to hear about it the whole ride home. So thanks very much, Nikki, I love you. You're unbelievable too. My wife, Kelly. Thanks for joining me for the wild ride of hockey life. While at times it is challenging, my life is better with you in it, and I wake up every morning truly happy to see you. I love you. Now, hockey was my job, but I think the best job I have is being a parent to these 2 kids right here, Jackson and Jade. Hey, you guys are my greatest accomplishment. And I'm glad I was able to play as long as I have, to actually, you guys have memories of it, and to see that actually at once upon a time, your dad was kind of cool. Right? The people up here have given me so much that in return, every day I wake up determined to make them all proud. That when they point someone out to me, they can say proudly that that's my Brad over there, or that's my husband, that's my son, that's my buddy, okay? And every day I'm going to wake up and continue to make sure that that happens. So thank you, everybody. I also want to thank a man that I'll be joining on that banner up there, Ron Francis, okay? He signed me to come back here as a 35-year-old aging player when we all know that there's no way that the current owner, Tom Dunnan, would be doing that. So thank you, Ronnie. Speaking of Tom, I want to thank him. I want to thank Don Waddell and the entire organization for putting this on today, Don. It's amazing. Thank you very much. Right. You guys are a huge reason, okay, a huge reason why I expect to soon add another banner up to that 2006 Stanley Cup victory. To my teammate, coach, friend, Rod Brindamore, thank you for trusting me to be the first captain that you had as a head coach. The commitment you've shown to the Hurricanes, being a great role model to me, many others, and especially your players as well. So thank you, Roddy. Now there's another team out there here today, okay? Another team, okay, the LA Kings right here. There's no other team that I would rather have up here today than you guys, okay? So thank you, Rob Blake, Todd, Kopi, Dewey, for coming out and celebrating this day with me. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you to all my teammates. And of course, the current Hurricanes who are carrying on the legacy of what it takes and what it means to be a Hurricane. Okay? They make us proud every night with the effort they give. Okay? And if I can leave you just with one thing, okay, with one thing, there's only a limited time that you can play against the world's best. Okay? And that time is short, so I urge you to maximize that time and to never take it for granted. And it's great you guys have two leaders with the C on their jerseys there, Kopi and Jordan, who exemplify that every night. So go get it, never stop. Lastly, to the greatest fans in the hockey world, because of you, okay, because of you guys and the great fans in the NHL and around the world, because of you, we are able to do this. So, in saying that, let's remind everyone why we're the loudest house in the NHL. Let's go, Canes!
Congratulations, Justin. On behalf of the Hurricanes organization, we would like to present you with your very own Hall of Fame banner. On behalf of your former teammates, current team, coaching staff, and front office, Captain Jordan Stahl presents you with a customized Callaway bag and set of golf clubs fresh off of your first hole-in-one on Thursday for your time on the course. Oh, baby, look at those sticks. Finally, please welcome last year's inductee, Cam Ward, who will present Justin with his own custom Letterman's jacket to signify his induction into the Hall of Fame. Starting this year, all inductees will be receiving these custom jackets to signify their membership. Thank you, Justin, and your family, your wonderful family, for being here today and joining us for this most special moment in Hurricanes history. Congratulations, JW.
Fans, in a few moments, the lights will come back on and both teams will take the ice.
What a ceremony fitting of one more C, Trip Tracy. Mr. Cool, Justin Williams, as he is the 5th member of the Carolina Hurricanes Hall of Fame, joining Rod Brindamore, Ron Francis, Glenn Wesley, and last year's inaugural inductee, Cam Ward. Justin Williams will have his name on that banner forever in Hurricanes history.